Before we go any further, I'd like to share an incident, a story rather, with you. Some of you must have quite likely heard it. There was a young girl in a village, in a really small village in the district of Rajasthan, and she had to walk quite a distance from her house to the main community well to fill water. So every morning her mother would send her with 2 earthenware pots to fill water, to go fetch water. So she would walk from her home, walk early morning. By the time she would get to the well, fetch water in those 2 earthenware pots and come back. And she could only carry those 2 earthenware pots. So not realizing, one day when she went back home, her mother noticed that in one of the earthenware pots, there was a crack in that pot. No wonder that by the time she reached home, the amount of water in that particular pot was very less. So it would keep dripping along the way, and by the time she would get home, there wasn't much water left in that particular pot. So her mother would tell her that, at least now you can change the pot, get a new earthenware pot, and she would constantly complain to the child and constantly keep bickering about the fact how she was unhappy, that all her effort was going waste. Why? Because of that small slight crack in one of the pots. So the girl quietly continues to go fetch water. She goes on with her journey every day, morning, evening, twice. She goes to the well, fetches water, gets it back. And a week passed, another week passed, a month passed. And this time the mother was hell-bent on changing that pot and getting a new one. So after a month later, the girl, and this time the mother accompanies her, she goes to the well and she comes back with the same pot, only to notice that on the side where she carried the cracked earthenware pot, there were flowers sprouting on that side of the road. Hence, the moral here is that you just need to have a positive outlook, to look at the positive in the negative situation. This was one good example. I'm sure most of you must have quite likely heard it. I now want you to sit down and reflect at some of the life events or some experiences that you've had wherein you thought that you were probably fretting, or you were probably dreading having that encounter or being in that situation, but you ended up doing a brilliant job out of it. How does that make you feel?